Welcome back to my channel, your trusted source for blockchain insights, crypto market breakdowns, and on-chain intelligence. If you're bullish on Ethereum or just trying to stay ahead of the crypto curve, this video is for you. As always, this content is for educational and entertainment purposes only. I'm not a financial advisor, so do your own research and consult with a professional before making investment decisions. Ethereum has just pulled off one of its strongest rallies in over a year, with prices soaring nearly 70% in July, peaking around $3,812. It's not just a random pump. What's driving this move is far more fundamental and institutional than most retail investors realize. ETF inflows are surging. ETH-based ETFs saw over $2 billion in inflows in just 1 week, and on one day, they even outpaced Bitcoin. BlackRock's ETH ETF hit $10 billion AUM in just 251 days, making it the third fastest growing ETF in US history. Corporate adoption is exploding. BitMine Immersion now holds over $500 million in ETH, and other firms like SharpLink and GameSquare are joining the Ethereum treasury trend. Peter Thiel's 9.1% stake in BitMine sent its stock up 30%, all because of its ETH strategy. That's massive. Let's talk about one of the biggest institutional moves in Ethereum's history, the Ether machine. This is a $1.6 billion SPAC merger between crypto companies and Dynamics, forming the largest Ethereum-focused public entity. Launching on Nasdaq under ticker ETHM, it will manage over 400,000 ETH, giving institutional investors direct Ethereum exposure. Think of it as the MicroStrategy of Ethereum. The message is clear. ETH is no longer just for DeFi and NFTs, it's becoming a treasury and institutional-grade asset. For years, regulatory uncertainty held Ethereum back, not anymore. The Genius Act, signed into law this month, provides clear rules for fiat-backed stablecoins, which mostly run on Ethereum, bans algorithmic or interest-bearing stablecoins, RIP, Terra-style risks, establishes Ethereum as the de facto base layer for regulated digital finance. This has opened the floodgates for DeFi protocols, fintech firms, and Wall Street to start using Ethereum without regulatory risk. Now let's zoom into the charts. What do the technicals say about where ETH is headed next? Key resistance levels: $2,500, $2,600 recently broken, $2,850, $2,900 next testing zone, $3,800, $4,000 target if ETF inflows persist. Momentum indicators: RSI recently hit 80 short-term overbought zone, MACD showing bullish divergence, Wyckoff breakout structure suggests ETH is entering a liftoff phase. Price targets from analyst consensus. Fundstrat's Tom Lee predicts $15,000 by year-end in aggressive scenario. BitGet Research sees $5,000, $6,000 by Q4 2025. Gaia's Shripata targets $6,500, $7,500 into 2026. Techopedia's multi-analyst view shows $8,000 peak within 18 months. But it's not all sunshine. We just saw a $600 million ETH withdrawal from Aave by Justin Sun, triggering a spike in DeFi borrowing rates, Steth sell-offs temporarily unpegged, nearly $150 million in liquidations in ETH derivatives. What this tells us: while institutional adoption is real, DeFi still has systemic vulnerabilities that can cause temporary shocks, especially during price spikes or exits. Let's wrap it up with the question on everyone's mind. So, will Ethereum hit $10K? Yes. But only if three things align: continued ETF and corporate inflows, macro tailwinds like stablecoin growth, US rate cuts, tech stocks staying hot, Ethereum upgrades like Pectra roll out smoothly, scaling Layer 2s and validator limits. Risks: DeFi liquidity crunches, retail FOMO cooling down, sudden macro risk-off events. Bottom line: Ethereum is no longer just smart contracts and staking rewards, it's becoming the financial backbone of the digital economy, and institutions are finally on board. If you got value from this deep dive, smash that like button to help this video reach more Ethereum believers. Subscribe for weekly insights on ETH, Bitcoin, on-chain data, and macro strategy. Comment below. Do you think ETH will hit $10K by the end of 2025, or are we getting ahead of ourselves?